So you try and quit porn, but then the urges get too strong, so you quit, you relapse, you've just failed because you've just relapsed, so you feel shit about yourself, you feel shameful, so you just repeat the cycle. If this sounds familiar to you, if this sounds like your porn experience, I will help you, okay? Because this was mine from 16 to 19, 3 years of doing this every single day. I'd get onto NoFap because I wanted to quit porn, because I wanted to stop feeling like a pathetic loser. And I'd get one day in, maybe, because the motivation was there. This is going to be the time I finally quit, guys. Get to day 2, day 3, maybe, and relapse. Feel shameful because I've just failed. When I feel shameful, I watch porn. So I've done it twice now. And I'd think, well, I'm on day 0 of NoFap. I've reset the streak. I've already failed. I might as well go again. What's harm in that? So I'd relapse 3 times. This happened over 100 times. Kept getting onto NoFap. But then I decided, well, this clearly is not working. So let's change something. Let's fix it up. Here's what I did to actually finally quit. Step 1, fuck the NoFap streak. Fuck NoFap. I've already swore in this video. The video's not going to get monetized, whatever, I don't care. Fuck the streak. Get off NoFap. Stop worrying about day 90 NoFap streak. Stop worrying about the NoFap benefits timeline. Stop watching them garbage videos online. Stop thinking, oh, if I get to day 90, I'm going to start flying and levitating. Doesn't work like that, right? Shock. You'll get to that day one day, maybe. Well, you won't. If you're on NoFap, you'll never get to that day. It's the truth. Because NoFap doesn't work. Here's why. You're addicted to porn, right? You're doing it every day. You're doing it for nearly... Well, I was doing it for 6 years in total, okay? And I was doing it 3 times a day towards the end. My addiction's up here. NoFap is to tell you, quit porn cold turkey, never get on it again, and you'll quit. You'll quit porn in 2 weeks. Just never watch it again. So I'm going from being addicted badly, watching it 3 times a day, right up here, to just quitting cold turkey and going in there instantly. That's why I lasted 1 or 2 days, because I wasn't ready to do that. I was so addicted. How are you expecting me to just quit cold turkey? This advice online is shit. Doesn't work, all right? Would you ask an obese lady who's trying to lose some weight to just starve herself? Or just, you'll lose weight fast. Yeah, but she'll quit in a day. Because she's fat. She's been used to eating cake every day. So what do you do with her? Let her have some cake every day. Just incorporate 1 healthy meal. Then give it a week. 2 healthy meals. Still keep the cake there. Because that's the level she's at. With you, when you're addicted to porn, when it's all your brain can think about, why are you just trying to quit cold turkey? Why are you making it so hard on yourself? You need to reduce it down. That's why NoFap does not work. You're trying to rush the results, and it's bullshit. The way to actually do this is get onto my system called Less Fap, and it's how it sounds. This month, fap less than you did last month. Roughly how much did you watch porn last month? Once a day, let's say. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't care. Once a day, we'll say. 30 times last month. The advice online would be to go to 0 this month, but that doesn't make sense, because as I just said. So my advice is to do it 28 times, or 27. Month after, 23 times. Month after that, 19 times. Just keep going down like that, and within a few months, your addiction is gone. Now, your brain might be saying, well, that's going to take ages. It's going to take months, yes. You're not going to quit in 2 weeks. You've believed the lie, it's bullshit. You've had this addiction for years. Respectfully, it's your fault. Respectfully, it was my fault. So I just needed to accept it. It's going to take months, and just move on, and don't be a bitch, and just try and quit, all right? Don't get onto NoFap ever again. You're not going to quit, okay? Get onto Less Fap. Within 6 months, your addiction's gone. You might be watching porn once a week, as opposed to doing it 3 times a day. Once a week is amazing, right? That's not an addiction anymore. Or get onto NoFap, and within 6 months, you're still badly addicted, right? You've tried NoFap. I've tried it 100 times. It doesn't work. Try Less Fap, right? This way, you can still watch porn. You're just doing it less and less, because that's the level you're ready for. You're not rushing anything. The second reason it works so well is because each month you're getting benefits. You don't need to quit porn cold turkey to get any benefits. You don't. The less you watch porn, the more benefits you get. Simple as. If you watch porn 10% less this month, right, you'll have 10% more confidence, 10% less anxiety, 10% more motivation for life. You'll just be getting all these benefits. You're not going to be the most confident person by week 2. But you're going to be a lot more confident than you were 2 weeks before. So when you're getting benefits, the last thing you do is quit. Finally, you're making progress towards quitting porn. Finally, after all these years, right? More progress within the first week than I ever did on years of NoFap, which just feels great. And you're not going to want to quit at that point. and you're doing all this whilst you're still watching a bit of porn, this is the easiest way to quit. If you're never going to listen to me again, just take that advice. Fuck NoFap, get onto less fap and you'll quit. Quickly, by the way, no pressure, link below is my porn quitting course. It just gets you faster results. All my best tips and tricks. Benefits me, benefits you, so check it out if you want. Sorry about the sun, it's fucking annoying. Right. Step 2, stop thinking about quitting so much. Stop obsessing about quitting porn so much. You're probably thinking, what? That helps, doesn't it? The more you think about quitting porn, the more likely you're going to watch porn. Why? Because more of your thoughts are going to porn each day. Even if it seems like positive thoughts, like, fuck porn, I'm never watching that again, it's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. You're still thinking about porn, you're still giving it power by talking about it. Let me sit back. You're still giving it power, right? You're still talking about it. So there's more chance you're going to watch it, okay? And as I said, the NoFap streak is stupid. Stop thinking about that. It's been ingrained in your brain to think about it constantly. Just switch that off, okay? Because there's no benefit of that, because you want to get to day 30, right, of NoFap. You might fail on day 26, and you're going to hate yourself, and you're going to be addicted to porn again. So it just doesn't work. And you don't get a certain special benefit on day whatever. You don't. Believe me, it doesn't work. You only get benefits from watching porn less. Hence, less fap. So stop thinking about it so much. Stop giving that shit power, and it'll be easier to quit. Finally, set goals. Have something else to look forward to and work towards. Okay? When I was watching porn the most, I had no goals. I had no future. When I think of my future, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to have a 9 to 5. I'm going to have a shit wife. I'm going to have shit kids. Because I'm unambitious. I have no goals. Obviously, that's what I'm going to have. Average house, a job I don't like, a wife that doesn't like me. That's the life for most people. That's why I'm saying that. So most likely you're going to have that life if you don't do something about it. If you keep watching porn, if you have no goals, you will have that life. So when I'd envision that, I'd get sad. So I'd watch porn. That's what I do when I'm sad. Instead, if you set goals, now you've got a good future. You've got whatever goal you want. Be rich by helping people. So you can retire your mum, get a car, get a house, or be so confident that you can speak to any girl you want. Then in the future, you'll have a perfect wife, or get a great body, so that girls want you, so that guys are jealous of you. One day you'll wake up with the body of your dreams, right? Can you see how setting goals makes your life so much fucking better, right? So now when you think of the future, you're not sad. You're not thinking, oh, great, 9 to 5, that's fun. No, you're thinking, all right, I'm gonna be rich, great wife, great body. Cool, that's good. I'm happy now, so I don't need to watch porn. Because you only watch porn when you're sad, but when you think about your future and you become happy and more excited, you don't need porn. You think, how can I make faster progress towards them goals? That's how your life changes, simply by setting goals and improving your shit life. That would cure most depression for most people, more than any therapy or shitty pill you can take. Set goals, watch your life change. And you might be thinking, well, what if I don't achieve the goals? Have some self-belief, yeah? Most people don't set goals. So if you just write the goals down, which you fucking should, you're ahead of most people anyway. So have some self-belief that you're going to actually achieve the goals, change your life, and just believe, I'm going to achieve it one day. Even if I don't, I'll give it a good fucking try, right? That's the belief system you need to have. Okay, that one day you'll wake up and all your dreams will be achieved. And whilst you're making progress towards your goals each and every day, you just forget about porn. You may watch it here and there, but you're just too focused on your goals, too focused about thinking of the future, that porn just takes a back seat. That's why you watch porn so much, because you've got nothing else to do. Set goals, you've finally got something else to do. That is how you quit porn and break the cycle. Get off NoFap, get onto less fap. Stop thinking about porn so much, stop giving it attention and power and brain points, and set goals so your life is good, so that porn just takes a back seat. Please take this advice, you'll quit porn. Watch all my other free videos, subscribe if this helped. Goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.